Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to convert the XML format into the base64 format and the base64 format into the XML format. So let's have a scenario here. So let's say there are two systems, source and target. Source wants to send the data to the target system, but source system can send the data only into the XML format, but target system can accept the data only into the base64 format. Then in this particular scenario, there will be a service required which can accept the data into the XML format and can convert the data into the base64 format before sending to the target system. Similarly, there may be a scenario where the target system can send only the data in the base64 format and the source system can accept the data only into the XML format. So again we need to do the translation here at the middle layer, where the service can accept the data into the base64 format and can send the data to the source system in the XML format. So I will explain you what is the XML format and what is the base64 format here. So let's take this as an example. So this is very small XML file where I have taken two elements only. So this format is called the XML format, and this is called the base64 form. So it means source system will be sending the data into the XML format always, but the target system can accept the data into this format to process further. So I will show you in the SOA service how can we build a service which can accept the data into the XML format and can convert the data into the base64 format and vice versa. So friends, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel so that you will get the latest update. Now let's move to the JDeveloper and I will show you how to achieve this particular scenario. So friends, I have already built one service which is in SOA, which this is the Beeple service. So this service, if you see here we are receiving the data into the XML format. This service will receive the data in the XML format, and here after receiving the data, what I'm doing, just I'm translating the data from XML to the string format. So there is a sequence, like you cannot convert the data from XML to base64 format directly. First you need to convert the XML format data into the string format, and from the string format you need to convert the data into the base64 format. So here this service is receiving the data into the XML format, and after receiving the data here, just we are doing the translation from XML to the native format, which is called in a string format. So here what you need to do, you need to select the translate activity from there, and in the translate activity just you need to select the input variable. The schema will come automatically, and in the element you have to take the process. So it depends on your incoming XML, but in my case the element is process. And output type, because we are converting the XML to the native format, so here output type you need to select the string. And output variable, just you have to save create var string data. So here you need to create one variable which can store the converted data into the string format. So now let's say here we have converted the XML into the string format. Now whatever data was sent from the source system, this system source system, at this point of time here in the service we have converted this XML format into the string format. Now let's go back. Here what you need to do, because you need to convert the string format to the base64 format, so you need to use Java callout activity here. Use this and you need to write this coding in this activity. So what you see here you need to select the source string data, okay, and this is the source string data where you have converted the XML format into the string format. So here in this Java coding you are using the source data where you have stored the data in the string format, and that you are converting into this var string to base64 format. So this is nothing but the variable which I have created, this variable and this variable. So we are receiving the data in this variable in the string format, and that is being converted into the base64 format and getting into stored into this variable. So I will show you these two variables here. These are the variables here I have created. So this is the source string data. So this is kind of the element type, otherwise you cannot store the data. So this is element type of data based on this XSD, and the base64 a string. So this is there will be one base64 a var a string base64. So this variable is the simple time which has the base64 binary, because we are converting the data from a string to base64. Now let's go there. So here in this Java piece of code, we have written a code like where we can accept the data in the string format, and we can convert into base64 format, and we can store into this variable. Now we have converted data here in this particular variable string to base64. Now here I have created one assign activity just for the showing purpose. So var string to base64, this is the variable we have where we have converted inside the Java callout, and this is one more variable var encoded value. So in that var encoded value, I am just trying to store the converted value var encoded value. So this is again the base64 binary type, because we are going to store the value which is in the format of base64 binary. So here I am assigning, after converting the data from the string to base64, here just I am assigning the same value to a different variable. So now up to this part we are done, like we received the XML the data in the XML format, and from XML we have converted to a string, and then from a string we have converted to base64 format. Now we are done with the first part, which is this one. So what happened here, source system sent the data in the XML format, and our service just converted the data into the base64 format and send it to the target system. Now let's say target system process the data, and after completing the process, target is sending back to the source system. So the target, there may be a requirement where target system can send the data only in the base64 format, but the source system again can accept the data only into the XML format. So what we need to do at the fusion layer, I mean in the service, we should be building a service in a way like it should accept the data in the base64 format and can convert into the XML format. So in the next scope here I have mentioned that, also assuming that the source system is sending the data into the base64 format, and that base64 format we have to convert into the XML format and send it to the target system. So what we are doing here, since this is the encoded value, okay, so what is this encoded value? This is the place where we have stored the data in the encoded value. So this is having the data in the base64 format. So this base64 format, what we need to do, first we'll convert this base64 to the string format. Okay, so to do that you need to use the Java callout here, and in the Java callout you need to use the source variable and the target variable. The source variable is nothing but the variable where you have stored the data, the base64 format, or you might be getting in the input variable from the different system. And this is the target variable where you are going to store the data in the string format. So this is var decoded value. I will show you the the variable var decoded value. So this is var decoded value, which is kind of a string, because we are converting encoded value to the decoded value. So encoded is nothing but the 64 binary format, and we are converting to the string format. Now using the Java callout, we have converted the base64 format data to the string format, and from there what we need to do, just we need to decode that value so that we can make it to the XML format. Here just I am assigning the decoded value to the string value. The string value is, this is just the coded value to the decoded value, because just for the showing purpose while we will be testing. So we have the decoded value in this variable, which is nothing but the string type. Now from the base 64 to a string we have done here. Again, after the string we need to convert that data to the XML format. So what you need to do for that purpose, you need to use the translator here, translate activity. So this translate activity will accept the data which you want to convert from native to the XML format. So this is the decoded value variable where we have stored the data from base 64 to the string format. So this will become the input variable for this particular activity, and under the element you need to select the process, because in the XSD this is the element defined in my project. In output time you should be selecting the DOM, because we are going to convert the data from a string to the XML format. So friends, like this we can achieve this particular requirement where we are receiving the data in the base 64 format and we need to convert into the XML format. So before, so this is, so if you see here we have used Java callout here. So for that particular region in the BPL file, if you see here in the BPL file, you need to import these two things or libraries, otherwise that Java callout will not work, because that's kind of a function. So this that Java functions, that Java class will not work. So to implement the Java callout in your project, because we are using the parser in that Java callout, we need to import these two uh, uh, locations, so that Java callout should not be throwing any error. I will copy this just for your reference, maybe just for your reference, so that you can refer this. So this is the import you need to import in the BPL file, otherwise Java callout will throw error. So now I will go and I will test it, and I will show you how this is working at the real time. So for that purpose I have created a SOAP UI project to test it. So for this, but like how can we create a SOAP UI to test a BPL service or SOA service? I have already created one video, and it's already been uploaded to my the YouTube channel. You can refer that if you don't know how to use through the SOAP UI. But for you, just for the showing purpose, I have created a SOAP UI project here. And simply, if you see here from the source system, so this is nothing but the source system will be sending the data into this format. Here name can be anything, but I have just taken this as an example. So let's test it and see how this is working. So I will test it from here. So just I have triggered the service from the SOAP UI. So in the, after that you need to go to the EM console and navigate to that particular project which we have built here. So this is the project name, base 64 underscore MSG translation underscore SOA. So this is the service I will show you under the deployed composite. This is the service which I have built, and click on the flow instances, then search. So if you see here, this is the latest one which I have just tested. Open this and check in the flow trace what is there. So if you see here, what did we send to the SOAP UI? We have sent this in the XML format, right? Here if you see in the receive activity, this has received the data in the XML format as it is. Now this we need to convert into the base 64 format. I will show you how this is working. Just will go by this way. Like first we have translated from the XML to a string, then a string to base 64. So here we are translating from XML to the a string format in this format. After that, what we are doing in the Java callout, we are converting from the string to the base 64 format. So this is executed successfully. There is no error. Now let's see the translated the data. So this is the converted value, and this is what is expected from the target system. So once this is translated, I mean the encoded once it is encoded from XML to the base64 format, we can send this data to the target system so that there will be no any problem while processing the data in the target system. Now I will explain you the second part, like where we are getting the data into the base64 format and we need to convert to the XML format. So here we have converted the data into the base64 format. I have clubbed both requirements in a single project just for saving the time. So here we have received the data into the base64 format, and from base64 to a string we are doing through the Java call out. So this is again success. So let's see what is the output. So this is the output we have received. This is the decoded value. So what we received the encoded value in the base64 format, but here we have decoded the value. Now this value we need to convert into the XML format. So this is the translator here. See, so this is absolutely working right, because here we have converted the value again back to the original format, and this data can be sent to the source system where it is expecting the data in the XML format. So like this friends, we can create a Beeple service to convert the data from XML to the base64 format, or from base64 format to the XML format. So friends, if you have any question, please write a comment in the comment box. I will answer that question. I will try to answer that question. And if you like this video, please click on the like button, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.